I played as the Judgment Day, but if they lose, they get fired. So, let's jump into the rules for this. Here are the rules. I play every match with the Judgment Day is in. It's on Legend difficulty. If one of the members loses, they're done and they're fired. So, if Dominic Mysterio loses a match, he's fired and you can't use him anymore. And also, 1 Raw and 1 pay-per-view a month. Alright, let's go. Our first match of the year. Our boy, Dominic Mysterio, goes against... Oh, Jesus Christ. It's Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. That's not good. So Dominic does what he does best. Run away. The strategy was for Dom to just sit on the outside as Reigns and Rhodes fought, and Dominic would try to sneak in and get a win if he could. Roman Reigns hits a suplex onto me, on Dominic Mysterio. I roll out of the ring, and then Cody Rhodes gets out of the post. He looks like he's going to Irish whip Reigns, but then he just hits him with an elbow and pins, and that's it. I was too late to break up the count, and Cody Rhodes wins, which means that Dominic Mysterio is fired, and I can't use him anymore. Is really anybody going to be sad about Dominic Mysterio being fired? Probably not. And at Backlash, we actually fight for the World Championship. Finn Balor takes on Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight title. This match was an absolute nightmare. This sucked. Seth Rollins kept countering everything, and I couldn't do anything about it. I barely scraped by. I hit multiple finishers, but he kicked out, and I just decided I'm going to hit him with a couple of elbows to the back and pin him, and I did. Finn Balor becomes the new world champion, and I don't care, because screw you, Seth Rollins, you suck. Alright? Never want to see you again. Alright, time for Monday Night Raw. Who we're fighting? Oh, no. Finn Balor versus Roman Reigns? Why does this guy always bothers me? I'm so sick and tired of him. Roman Reigns is obviously really difficult and hard to fight. You know, he kicks out of finishers, he's really powerful, and he's a pain. However, I'm able to hit my big move on Roman Reigns, and stupid Paul Heyman shouts at the referee, so I come up with a big 40 chest move. I hit the referee, which knocks Heyman off, and then I pick up the referee and then go for the pin, despite the referee being pissed off and giving me the slowest count ever. I still was able to win. Pretty bad, but you know what? This is what brains do. They get you through this bullshit. And then at Hell in a Cell, Ria Ripley of the Judgment Day takes on Bianca Belair. This match was rough. I guess it's the theme of this video, is that they're all bad. Not Rhea Ripley. She hit a KOD, which was kind of close, but you know what? I took a risk to keep my resiliency, and it paid off because I was able to kick out and probably break my thumb in the process. But hey, I hit a Riptide and a couple of shots with a sledgehammer to win, so, you know, sometimes you gotta take a risk on your health in order to win a match. So on Raw, we're taking on Cody Rhodes! Finn Balor versus Cody Rhodes. And Judgment Day trying to get the revenge on Dominic Mysterio, which we do. We hit a 1916 onto Cody Rhodes. Yeah, Cody Rhodes. 1960 onto Cody Rhodes, and that's it for the 3. Not much else here. We got our revenge for Dom, even though that I didn't really give a shit. His Dominic sucks. But hey, we won. And then at Money in the Bank, Rhea Ripley has to defend the Women's Championship against Bayley. We squash her in like 3 minutes and finish her off with a Riptide. And that's it. That's the end of the show. Yep. Except for the fact that Dominic Mysterio got himself into the Money in the Bank match, probably trying to, you know, get his job back. But unfortunately, he loses, and that means Dominic Mysterio is now gone again. You know, he's gone, hopefully forever. So after that, we get to play as Damien Priest finally. God, it feels like forever at this point. As we take on Mustafa Ali, in which we squash him in a minute. The entrances were longer than the match. I built up my momentum pretty quickly, hit the elevated flatliner, and then the South of Heaven chokeslam, and that was it. Good job, Priest. So at SummerSlam, Rhea Ripley is back in action as she takes on Dakota Kai, and so here we go. Dakota Kai won the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match, but off screen, I guess she cashed in on Rhea Ripley and became the new Women's Champion. Now we're not, so here's the gimmick about that. We're not going to count that against Rhea Ripley because I wasn't playing as her, it was just RNG, so that does not count in my opinion. So for the challenge at least. At SummerSlam, it's Rhea Ripley versus Dakota Kai in a last woman standing match for the Women's Championship. And it was ugly for Dakota because I pummeled her with a bunch of weapons. She tried to make a comeback, but Rhea Ripley hit her with the baseball bat, and then she got angry and hit the ref with the bat too. And we finally finished off Dakota Kai with the Riptide, and that was it. Rhea Ripley Rhea Ripley wins back the championship as Dakota Kai is left in a pool of blood and vomit and urine. Rhea Ripley retains her championship as Dakota Kai is left on the outside in a pool of her own blood. So yeah, don't fuck with Rhea Ripley. Don't fuck with mommy. So the Raw after SummerSlam, we're put in a fatal 4-way match with Brock Lesnar, Rey Mysterio, and Cody Rhodes again. And at the end of the match, Brock Lesnar catches me, gets me in the F5. Cody Rhodes is in the ring. He runs outside of the ring, jogs around the stairs, and tries to run in, but it's too late as Brock Lesnar pins me and we are out. Finn Balor is fired. Conspiracy theory is that Cody Rhodes was in on the fix. He knew that I'd get pinned, so he just went to the outside and got his revenge on us by taking out Finn Balor. Now Clash at the Castle. With Finn Balor losing his championship and being fired, Damien Priest is now here to step up for the team as he takes on Austin Theory. And for some reason, Finn Balor is at ringside. I don't know why. He's fired. He shouldn't be here. But we squashed Theory in like 5 minutes. South of Heaven chokeslam as Finn Balor is distracting Theory. And because of that, we were able to win. Damien Priest becomes the new United States champion. So when there is a down, there's an up. And Priest is stepping up for Balor's place. So on the Raw after Clash of the Castle. Yeah, that's the one. It's a women's tag match as Rhea Ripley teams up with Carmella to take on Damage Control, Io Sky, and Dakota Kai. Kai's revenge. Dakota Kai, not that bad. Io Sky, annoying as fuck. She sucks. She countered everything. She did no damage. So yeah, Io Sky was awful to fight. Dakota Kai, not as much. We hit the Riptide onto Dakota Kai. Io Sky was in the ring, and I just blopped her in the back of the head. She rolls out. I pin her. I pin Dakota for the 1-2-3, and we survive. And now it's Extreme Rules. Rhea Ripley defends the Women's Championship against Bayley. Again. I guess now Bayley's mad about Damage Control losing. But unfortunately for Bayley, she gets curb stomped into the ground by Rhea Ripley in like 3 minutes. We win. Rhea Ripley's still champion. Bayley and Damage Control need to go straight to the Shadow Realm and be fired too. So, on the Raw after Extreme Rules, we get to take on Doudrop as Rhea Ripley. And I kind of underestimated her because of my confidence, and I got punished for it, rightfully so. Doudrop was a tank. She took 3 Riptides, and I was still scared whether she was in kick out. The third one did it in, but Doudrop, I better not with Doudrop because she's terrifying. Now it's Survivor Series. There is no War Games match, thank God, because that would have been a pain. Damien Priest defends the United States Championship against it's me, Vince McMahon. I'm tired of him winning, so I'm gonna bury him and fire his ass. Unfortunately for Vince, he didn't get that. He kicked out of a South of Heaven chokeslam, which was impressive, but I just grabbed him and did it again, and that did it in for Vince. You son of a bitch, I'll get you next time! So yeah, that's Vince. Vince is pissed off that he lost. Sorry, Vince. Fuck you! On the road to day 1, we have a Monday Night Raw. We're put in a mixed tag match as Rhea Ripley and Kevin Owens team up against The Miz and Zelina Vega. Now, the strategy here is to just let the women fight, because if you let the guys fight, then the women will just break it up all the time, and it's really annoying. So I just took control of Rhea Ripley and dominated and destroyed Zelina Vega. And the guys can't break it up, so I was able to just pin her with no trouble, and that's it. Easy peasy. And now at day 1, Damien Priest defends the United States Championship against Cody Rhodes, the Judgment Day Killer. And after a hellacious match between the two of us, Damien Priest hits the elevated flatliner and defeats Cody Rhodes, getting revenge for Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio, him too. But he got revenge for Finn Balor. Take that, Cody, you piece of shit. Now we're at the Raw before the Royal Rumble. Damien Priest is taking on Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler is a bitch. Alright? The dude freaking applied like 10. Dolph Ziggler applied like 5 different submission holds trying to get me to tap out. I have to constantly press on the button because Dolph Ziggler is putting me in freaking submission holds. So you know what I did? I won by countout. I threw him out of the ring, hit him with a couple moves, ran back in the ring, and won by countout. Is there honor in that? No. But a win is a win. So, yeah. Now it's time for the Royal Rumble. Probably the worst pay-per-view just because of how easy it is to lose this match. So, we couldn't really decide what spot Damien Priest in would be, so we just spun a wheel of 1 through 30 to see where we land. And we got pretty lucky on this one. We got number 27. Super lucky. The question is, will that lead us to success? The first part of this whole match was the fact that I just had to wait for like the entire match to just keep going on and on and on because I'm at number 27, so I can't really do much. So I just have to watch as all the other wrestlers collide. And finally, it was time for Damien Priest to enter the match. This was probably some of the most stressful moments I've had in this game so far. When you have 7 other guys just whacking each other and you're just trying to dodge side to side so you don't get thrown out, it's really nerve-wracking. But I made it to the final 5. I got on top of the turnbuckle, and then I got down. I went after Butch, and Butch grabbed me, threw me out, and then he knocked me off the mat. He knocked me off the ring, and that was it. We didn't even make it to the final 3. We got thrown out by Butch. Great. Which means that Damien Priest is now fired, and it's all up to Ria Ripley to finish the story. Will she do it and get her friends back, or will she be gone as well? So on Raw, Ria Ripley is taking on Bianca Belair. It was about a 5-minute match, back and forth. Bianca went for the KOD, but we countered it, hit the Riptide, and that was it. Ria Ripley wins and survives for another day. And now it's time for the Elimination Chamber match, where Ria Ripley has to defend her Women's Championship against Bayley again, Bianca Belair again, Nikki Almost a Superhero, Becky Lynch, and Carmella. So my strategy was once again to just stay on the outside and try to observe and get my shots in when I could. I went after the weakest person in the match, Nikki Cross, and I got punished for it because she was a menace. She was a monster in this match, more so than any of the other women. So when she got eliminated, I was super excited and glad that I don't have to deal with her anymore. So when it came down to Bianca Belair and Bayley, I let the 2 women fight it out. Eventually, Bayley would be able to win. I snuck in, hit a Riptide. I thought it was over, but Bayley kicked out. She put up a good fight, but in the end, I hit another Riptide, and that was it for Bayley. We somehow survived the Elimination Chamber, and now we have a one-way trip to WrestleMania. Now we're at the final Raw before Mania, where Rhea Ripley takes on Asuka. And despite getting in an Asuka lock, we somehow were able to fight out of it. She went for it again, but we countered, hit the Riptide, and pinned Asuka. And now it is the end. The final match of this challenge. Will we win, or will we choke? And now it's time for the main event, the final match. Rhea Ripley defends her Women's Championship against Becky Lynch. This match was absolutely insane. This was a hard-fought battle. She hit her finisher. I hit mine. She went for a double underhook suplex thing, but I roll out of it, try to get her up. However, she counters what I was doing and is able to spin me around, Becky Lynch hits me with the manhandle slam, and I wasn't able to do it, which means that Rhea Ripley lost. We lost. At the final match, we choked and lost our championship and the challenge to Becky Lynch. Just devastating. It's like, it'd be worse if I just lost on, like, you know, if I lost the challenge, like, at SummerSlam. But getting to the end like this stung hard. So yeah, that's about it. The Judgment Day could not survive a year in Universe mode. Dominic got eliminated immediately, which isn't surprising. Finn Balor got eliminated off of bullshit. Damien Priest got eliminated in a Rumble. And finally, Rhea Ripley fell when it mattered the most. At WrestleMania, she choked. And that is the end of the Judgment Day. They're all fired, and you will never see them again in WWE. Nah, I'm just kidding. They'll be around for quite a long time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Goodbye.